The family of a Belgian backpacker who's been missing in northern New South Wales has issued a desperate plea to the operators of the messaging service WhatsApp. It's owned by Facebook, and the family is begging the company to let police access the encrypted messages on the phone belonging to Theo Aye. The 18-year-old hasn't been seen for 3 weeks after a night out in Byron Bay. As the search effort picks up, detectives say they're struggling to find any new leads. Here's crime reporter Mark Reddie.
Travelling Australia was meant to be a well-deserved break for school leaver Theo Aye, but what began as an adventure for the Belgian backpacker has now turned into a desperate cry for help from his family.
I promise Theo's little brother, Lucas, that I would bring his brother home. Please, help me keep my promise to him.
Theo Aye was last seen leaving the Cheeky Monkeys nightclub more than 2 weeks ago, but police have now released a new video of him buying alcohol 3 hours before his last sighting. The bottle shop is attached to the Great Northern Hotel, and the manager says there was nothing unusual about his behaviour that night.
Looks like a pretty clean-cut kind of guy. The vision that's been released doesn't seem like he's lootish or anything like that.
Investigators admit this CCTV is one of very few leads.
We are baffled because that is all we have. Wish we had some leads, and it is difficult.
Laurent Aye is now fighting to gain access to the encrypted WhatsApp messages on his son's mobile phone. 13 hours after the 18-year-old left the nightclub, pings were detected near the lighthouse.
We tried to enter his WhatsApp account, but we do not have any passwords. That's why I ask WhatsApp to help us.
A company spokesperson says, "Our hearts go out to Theo Aye and his family. We understand the important work being carried out by enforcement and are assisting them." But the Aye family say so far they've received no help from the US-based company.
We are sure that Theo is still alive. That's why we need access to WhatsApp.
SES cruisers spent the afternoon searching bushland here at Watergoes Beach near the Byron Bay lighthouse, and further up the hill there are dozens of police battling some very thick terrain. And just down the road, homicide detectives are right now talking to locals as they try and work out just what happened to Theo Aye. A question his family hope will be answered soon. Mark Reddie, ABC News, Byron Bay.
And Mark Reddie joins us now from Byron Bay. Mark, how are people feeling about the disappearance of Theo Aye?
Well, Jeremy, there are very mixed feelings from tourists and locals here in Byron Bay tonight. One woman said she feels eerie about the whole thing, that a backpacker could simply just go missing without a trace. Another man said that teenagers go missing all the time and that he would be hopeful that Theo Aye might be found alive. Now, this is a very popular coastal town among international visitors with its pristine beaches, its rugged headland and thriving cultural life. Of course, this is very much now on the mind of tourists. Someone who I spoke to today said they will think twice about walking home alone at night from a nightclub, that they will stick in pairs, stick to brightly lit streets and not go in back alleys or even get a cab. So Day 12 of the search will kick off at first light tomorrow. It will continue around to the lighthouse. That's where Theo Aye's mobile phone was last pinged 13 hours after he disappeared. And let's just hope, Jeremy, there is some good news for his family.
Indeed. Mark Reddie reporting from Byron Bay.